What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome, welcome. I hope y'all are having a fantastic reset day. Week 2 of Season of the Haunted is here. We got some dungeons to grind. We got a new Sever mission, so we're gonna get right into that mission today inside of this video here. So starting out, before we get into the actual reconciliation mission, you have to unlock it via our bound quest that is progressing weekly via that Crown of Sorrow and Eris. So to unlock it, we do have to go and do our nightmare containment on the Leviathan. You have to do 3 different tiers, and after that last one, you get a bound presence, which we use in our Sever mission. Now, the boss this week is a little different. It is one of those scions, which actually ties into our Sever mission. So for the tier 3 this week with Nightmare Containment, we head in there and do damage just like normal on the boss, and then the boss will actually teleport away, where you have to go around that little boss area that we fight in and defeat those scions inside of that protective bubble like we do in like step 2 of wave 1 and 2. Once you defeat those scions around the area, however many there may be, 3, 4, 5, then the boss will come back out and you can continue your damage phase until you beat them. Then just make sure you're collecting the loot at the chest and spending that 500 of our Vestige of Dread at the relic so you can get your bound presence, which we take into our Sever mission. Now, the Sever mission this week is called Reconciliation, and it has to do with the Crow and Uldren again, because last week the Shame mission failed to separate that nightmare from him and clear his consciousness. So this week we head back into the Leviathan, basically it's the same exact mission with just a few little different mechanics to go through with the exact same boss. So, just like last week in our Shame mission, we head on to the Leviathan, make our way through these little areas like it was last week until we get into the area where we have to hit a couple different of those switches and unlock that door via the manual override. This week, instead of having to carry that wrench to the other area and everything of that sort, this week we have scions, which drop us keys, which we have to use to unlock the door that we are progressing through the mission into the deeper parts of the underbelly, where we eventually reach Crow. So in this right here in the room, like I said, we're going to have to deal with 5 different scions that drop keys. Now, they are super easy to find. They're just around that area with that big old cabal running around that's immune trying to chase us. You will see a bunch of different enemies popping up on your mini-map, and you just have to go around and wipe them out. The enemies that are glowing with that kind of white ethereal feel to them, those scions, they will have the keys that drop, so you have to go around this area and defeat those 5. Now, I will say that there are a few of them where you have to go and defeat that scion that is inside of that protective bubble. So you walk up to the scion and punch them so that they disappear, and then that immune shield around those glowing scions that drop us the keys, they will become unimmune, and we will be able to actually deal our damage and have that key drop for us so we can open up our door and progress through the mission. Now, once you wipe out all of those 5 scions, we progress just like before through the mission, setting down the last couple of our beacons, of our rally beacons, so we can progress into the gauntlet again and take on the boss and help the Crow out by clearing his conscience of Uldren and all that he has done in the past. So once again, this boss fight is fairly easy to go through. The Nightmare of the Fanatic will spawn, you do enough damage on him, and he will teleport into the gauntlet again. Once he's in the gauntlet, you can chase him down as he runs through clockwise around the arena and just deal damage until you reach a point where he will teleport you out. This one I did enough damage where I defeated him before he teleported me out, so that was super easy to do. But if he does, you just gotta clear some ads, get your scythe if you would like it, and you have that to do some extra DPS inside of the gauntlet. Now there is a little extra tip. If you go into the gauntlet and start running and you actually head backwards, you will see one of those glowing white ethereal cabals, and it is a certain type of enemy that will allow you to get extra loot from opening the chest in these Sever missions. Now, most of the time, like I said, it's going to be one of those incendiary cabals, so just make sure you wipe it out. Easy peasy. It might drop you a little extra loot just right there, and then especially when you open up that final chest, you're going to get a little extra as well. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I understand that it's still the same storyline with the Crow and Uldren, but I feel like we could have switched it up a little bit with different passageways, using a different part of the underbelly for the Leviathan for the boss, even a different boss, not the Fanatic Nightmare this week. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the mission. It was still very fun, but you can blow through it. Was done with the weekly content in about 25-ish minutes, half hour. So not really sure about how that is for me, but I also play the game more than the average bear. So let me know what you guys think, if you want a little bit more content from Bungie Weekly, or if you're okay with just these little 25-minute quests every single week throughout the season until the end of the season. It does get kind of boring, especially once they reach week 8, and then all of a sudden we have like 2-3 weeks of absolutely nothing new. So once again, thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate the support. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Blow through this. Nothing really too different besides the one room where you have to actually defeat those scions to have them drop keys, and a couple of the scions will be protected by those shields where you have to melee a scion inside of the bubble, and then that other scion that is glowing will become damageable and you can kill it to get that key. So thank you guys so much again. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.